Metal Up World, this is CJ with CJOrtiz.com and MetalMotivation.com. This is the first of a new 5-message series I'm doing on Motorbreath, driving your life with power words. Now, this series is all being shown in my Life Domination online coaching program, which I would love to have you join. It's very easy to do, very inexpensive. You can participate completely on your phone for just minutes a day because it's all done, again, in a private Facebook group, which I administrate, so you and I get to work together. The only other people in there are other motivated people just like you trying to make real changes in their life. So there's no haters, naysayers, or critics. What do you get? You get 5 videos each week on a single topic, as well as instant access to my entire archive of over 600 videos on numerous subjects. There's no contract. You can sign up anytime, and you can cancel anytime. I'd love to have you be a part. You'd like to learn more, please visit the link below, metalmotivation.com/life domination coaching. But I always show the first episode for free right here on the interweb. But again, all this week, Motorbreath, driving your life with power words. Well, obviously, if you're a fan of metal, then you recognize Motorbreath. That's right, song from the first album by Metallica. And if you know that song, then you'll know these lyrics. They go, "Those people who tell you not to take chances, they are all missing on what life's about. You only live once, so take hold of the chance. Don't end up like others, the same song and dance. Motorbreath, it's how I live my life. I can't take it any other way." You know, I recently did a podcast, the Metal Excellence podcast, and I was talking about how sometimes I am baffled at the fact that people don't understand the idea behind what I do, metal motivation, as if somehow the ideas are contradictory, right? As if somehow one cancels the other out, that you can't be motivated if you are metal, when I would argue that it is the single most motivating form of music of all kinds of music. And number two, what else displays the triumph and victory and winning and success like it's told in the story of the history of heavy metal? When has heavy metal ever gotten a real break? When has heavy metal ever got mainstream support? Do you remember the days when they were putting people like Rob Halford and Ozzy Osbourne in courts, trying to accuse them of causing kids to commit suicide back in the 80s? No, heavy metal has never got a fair shake, man. It has had to overcome and triumph, and look at it. You know what I mean? Almost 50 years later, it's still standing strong, growing, filling every country on this planet. That's heavy metal. Heavy metal is motivation. And so when you go and you look at the lyrics of a lot of these tunes, man, you see nothing but, it might be hyperbolic, it might be a little scary, it might be a little funny, it might be a little overdone. It's okay. It's just like comic books, just like movies, just like anything else. They are exaggerations, but there is truth there. And so Motorbreath, what's coming out of your mouth? What's driving your life? Because your words will drive your life. Thoughts are very important, but your words are going to drive your life, and people don't watch what they say. They don't use their words to benefit them. Instead, they use their words to undermine themselves. They use their words to reinforce bad ways of thinking. They defeat themselves with their words, and then they spread that poison to everybody else that's around them. And they think that they're doing something good. They think that they're showing how cool they are. They think that they're showing how badass they are, or they're trying to protect themselves. But nobody's growing in the process. You don't want to end up like others who don't ever create the kind of life that they want, the kind of people that never go for their goals, that stay parked in life like an abandoned car. That's what a lot of people's lives are like, man. And a lot of it has to do with what is coming out of their mouth. Absolutely, it depends what you think. But what you think is what creates what you say, but then what you say reinforces what you think, and it becomes this vicious cycle. You need motor breath. You need the breath to speak the kind of things, speak the kind of words that create better circumstances, better frame of mind, better attitude. Again, next to thoughts, I don't think there's anything more powerful than the words that you say. Our words are going to reveal what we believe about ourselves, what we believe about life, what we believe about fate or our future, what we believe about others. And all of these beliefs shape what we do, and we hold ourselves back. And so our words are reinforcing what we desire. Even when we speak negative, it's speaking what we desire. Now, at first hearing, you might say, no, that's not true. How could that be true? Just because I complain about things, just because I'm negative, doesn't mean that that's what I want. I want something different. Well, I agree with you, but why would you continue to speak that way if you did truly desire something different? Right? Why would you continue to speak something if it's not what you want? Well, you speak that way because you're frustrated. You speak that way because you want to place blame on circumstances or other people. You speak that way because deep down, you believe that maybe you shouldn't have to work that hard, that it seems to be easy for other people to get those things that you want or experience the changes that you want. Why should it be more difficult for you? And you speak that way because maybe you believe that you're a victim. Maybe that you believe you're a victim, and this is the story you keep telling to yourself. And what you don't realize is that there are real powers in words. They help to create our realities, whether they be good or whether they be bad. You know, the old saying goes, you can have what you say. It's true. You can have what you say. I'm not talking about some mind over matter stuff. I'm not talking about magical stuff. In reality, we do create the things that we want, whether good or bad, by the way that we think and by the words that we say. And until you realize that your negative thinking is helping you keep trapped where you are, then you're going to continue in this negative, vicious cycle from which you will not escape. You have the power. Now, that can feel and sound like a bit of a downer, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like I always say, if I know the problem is me, then that's good news. If I know the problem in my life is me, the way I think, the way I act, the way I live, if I know the problem is me, then that's good news. Well, why would you say that, CJ? Simple. Because I can change me. If my problem is because of other people, if my problem is because of the political system, if my problem is because of anything else circumstantially, I can't change that. I can't do anything about the political system. I can't do anything about the country necessarily I live in. I can't do anything about other people. I can't change them. But if the problem is me, then man, I can change me. So that's good news because I can get started on that right now. The end result, if you don't get free of this, is that you're going to start blaming circumstances. You're going to blame people around you. And even worse, you're going to start to believe that you're unique and that the principles that govern personal change or success don't work for you. You're going to think you're something unique, something special that the history or the universe has never seen before, the only person for which financial principles don't work, weight loss principles don't work, relationship principles don't work, whatever it is, these don't work for you because somehow you are unique. Then that's when you're really trapped. Like the old saying goes, when the light that is in you is darkness, how great is that darkness, right? Because you think it's light. You become really, really trapped. Now imagine what would change if you started to speak positively and start speaking in a way so as to create a new reality for yourself. This will happen because energy is created by the words of our mouth. And once you realize the power of words, you're going to start to use them more effectively. Your thoughts are going to start following your words. So you're going to start to reinforce the way that you believe in a right way, not the wrong way anymore. Your words will have, in this sense, creative power. And that's my goal in this series, not just try to convince you to stop speaking negatively. That's not my only goal. I don't want you to just stop speaking negatively. It's even more than that. It's not just to speak positively either. The goal is to shift you into using power words, something even greater. Motorbreath. Use power words, which is a whole different approach to life. And so that's what I want to talk about all this week in the series on Motorbreath and these using power words. Again, not just stopping to speak negatively, but actually really using this to bring some creation in your life, creative power to create a new reality for you. Can you dig it? I hope you can. So please join me all this week for this. If you'd like to see the rest of these series again, you've got to join the Life Domination Online Coaching Program. Very inexpensive, very easy to do. Again, you can do it all from your phone. If you want more information, please visit the link below, metalmotivation.com/Life Domination Coaching. This is CJ, the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.